And we are live. I'll wait for everyone to trickle in. Ah, cool. All right, guys, if you are watching on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, make note that we will be starting in about, maybe give it a couple of minutes before we get straight into the good stuff. So get nice and settled in, perhaps grab a drink and get comfortable, because this session is going to be jam-packed. It's going to be short, but packed with value. And more than anything, you're going to discover this really awesome opportunity that we've created for you guys. So I am super pumped. I hope you guys are too. Just going to quickly reshare the event on our community. Okay, is it streaming? Yep, it is streaming. Perfect. We have success. I see it working. Always get nervous about this part. No matter how many times I've done it, this part just scares me. Just making sure the stream is fully functional. So I'm going to send this over to our group too. So let's share to page. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So shared to more options, shared to a group. There we are. We are live. Boom. All right. So that's live in the community, guys. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Santiago, Ben, what's up? Max, how's it going? Vishal, how's it going? I'm equally pumped for this. Trust me. Okay. So maybe another minute or so and we'll jump straight into it. While people are trickling in, guys, it'd be nice to get to know who you guys are, where you're tuning in from, and what do you use Glorify for as well. It'd be really cool to know that. And yeah, if you've been using Glorify for any freelance work or any projects that you have gotten paid for in the past, it'd be awesome to know. Because this webinar is all about the freelance opportunity and the partnership that we've created with Contra. So really pumped for it. Let's go into my slides. Cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to be sharing my screen. I've got this really great tool that I use for my slides. I'm sure you guys know about it. Hey, what's up, Max? Nice follow cam. Oh, yes, I'm using the Opal camera. Great camera, man. You know, very high definition. It also has a tracking feature too. I know a lot of webcams have that feature these days. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go straight into it. So I've been really excited about this webinar because finally we've created the ecosystem we've all been waiting for with Glorify. We've closed the loop, right? We've had, you guys have seen on the community, on our Discord, on our Facebook group, we've had people request experts, you know, pros at Glorify to get their projects done, right? We do have a large non-designer audience base, and we also have a designer audience base or user base within the Glorify community. And typically, yes, a lot of non-designers can get through, you know, Glorify with templates and some of our, you know, drag drop features, which gets them, you know, through, gets them to, you know, where they want to go with their projects. But it's always nice having someone there to collaborate with you, and hence why we have the share feature, why we have projects and the ability to invite team members, right? And oftentimes, and especially these days, design is a collaborative workflow, right? And you can't ignore that fact. You can just get there faster working with people, working with specialists and professionals, right? And so highlighting this opportunity is super important. And that's why we, not only have we been talking about the freelance opportunity with Glorify prior to this partnership with Contra, but this is where we've been searching for, you know, how can we actually create an ecosystem for you guys? how can people vet you guys as Glorify experts so that you can land your dream clients to work with. And this is where Contra has come in. And yeah, really excited. We've got Alison Nolte with us, head of product at Contra. We'll be introing her in a moment. But just to go through what we prepared for you to do today, we're going to do a quick intro about Contra and the opportunity on a high level before we go and demo Contra for you guys. So who's pumped? Who's excited? Hey, Ray, it's nice to see you, man. Robbie, how's it going? Hey, Mohammed. Great. Okay, so look, let's jump straight into it. So what is Contra, first of all, right? We're all familiar with the other platforms that we know. I won't mention their names, but starting with U and starting with F. And something that's really powerful and unique about Contra is the fact that you see it there in green. They're commission-free, man. It's commission-free. You don't have to take a cut for every time you get paid. And this is a game changer, and it truly shows Contra, is really creating the platform for the future, the freelance platform for the future, and they're actually looking out for you guys as freelancers, so that you can work with peace of mind and attract amazing clients, and create a thriving freelance business. There's tons of cool features within Contra itself. What I love about it is how you can craft your portfolio, make it super attractive. They have the Discover feature, which all of which we're going to get into in a moment when Alison comes on to show you guys. But it's an amazing platform, and I truly believe that Contra is going to be the freelance platform of the future. It already is becoming that, and it will become the best. I truly believe that. So yeah, let's jump straight into the next bit. So what is the Glorify Expert program? Well, we've seen people request jobs, and then a lot of people would put their hands up, whether it's in the community or Discord, and say, hey, look, pick me, I'm great. Here's a couple of templates I've designed or projects I've done. And that's great, but there's no way to truly validate your expertise. And Contra has a very robust system and application process to vet you guys and offer you, and through that vetting process that we have created in partnership with Contra, we offer you guys the opportunity to earn the Glorify Expert badge, right? And there's a couple of things. I mean, it is a very let's just say we do make sure that the projects are of a specific level, and hence why the quality of the experts will show, right? And so we're looking for the top tier freelance experts within our community, and I'm sure there's a lot of talent and skills within the audience today in this webinar, right? So guys, apply for this. It's a huge opportunity, and we'd love to go we're going to come through all of the projects that you have listed yourselves listed within the platform. And if the goal is really to get as many of you guys on the platform so that we can take advantage of the opportunity. Without further ado, let me introduce Alison Nolte to the webinar. I'm going to bring her on stage, and she's going to take you through the platform. So Alison, I'll leave it to you to give us sort of the cliff notes about your role in Contra. Hi, Alison. So everyone give Alison a warm welcome. It'd be great to hear your role about your role within Contra, and from there it'd be great to see a demo and how all of it works.
Awesome. Yeah, great to meet you all. I'm very excited to be here today. It's been great working with the Glorify team, and we're excited to have more Glorify users on Contra. So I think Omar did a good job pitching what Contra is. Our main focus is providing a platform for freelancers and creators to really build their business and be able to get paid, manage their end-to-end freelance business 100% commission free. So what that means, just to reiterate, is that we are not taking any percentage cut from any projects that are happening on the platform, because we really believe in freelancers earning what they actually deserve and earning for the work that has been done. We also provide a platform for companies and agencies to actually manage all of their freelancers in one place as well. And so that's why Contra is a great opportunity for folks like yourself to be able to get discovered and get connected to jobs. Before I get to the demo in terms of my role, I've been at Contra for almost 3.5 years, so pretty early from when we were first founded. I had our product team, so I really think about everything that we are building on the product today and what we'll be building in the future. I also have the pleasure of doing a lot of our partnerships and working with creative tools like Omar and the Glorify team. So super excited to be here. I am going to share my screen, hopefully no technical difficulties. Okay, looking good. So I want to start out first, and I realize I can't see anyone. So if there's any questions that come through, let me know. Happy to go through anything, but can you all see my screen? Looks like it's on the
Yeah,
up.
we can see it.
Awesome. Okay, so I first wanted to start with, before we go into the logistics of how you actually get onto Contra and how you become a Glorify expert on Contra, I want to talk about why you would actually want to get on Contra. So first of all, a big part, of course, is us connecting freelancers with new clients that can discover them through Contra and actually earning. And so I know many people on this call are likely graphic designers, as an example. So if we look through here, this is Contra's Discover feed. You can see that we have our graphic designers that are showing up here. You can see that, for example, Sebastian has earned $5,000, over $5,000 on Contra. We can go into his profile. We can see recommendations that Sebastian has actually earned through his projects on Contra. We can see the work that he has done, and we can see the services that he has offered. And so this is how people are actually found through Contra. Stacy is someone that we work really closely with. Through our team, she's earned over $25,000 on Contra. Barbiana is someone who also does graphic design, has earned over $100,000 on Contra. And so the goal is really giving you a place to earn for the work that you're doing. And so clients, thousands of clients are coming to Contra and using our Discover to look for specific skills. So let's say, for example, we're looking for a graphic design project. Right from here, I, as a client, am able to just select get in touch, send a message to Sebastian, let him know what I'm working on, and then start the conversation and ultimately kick off the project. And so what that means for Glorify is, if you become a Glorify expert and you get that tag, you will be prioritized up here. So you can see right now, Nicola and Hassan are at the very top of Discover. And so this increases your ranking significantly. Both having an expert badge in general increases your ranking, as well as specifically to searches for Glorify will make sure you're showing at the top of the feed. So that helps you get discovered for any client that's looking for graphic design needs, as well as clients specifically looking to hire someone to work with them on Glorify projects. As part of becoming a Glorify expert, you get the badge, which is certified by the Glorify team. So that indicates that they've reviewed the work that you've done, the templates you've created, and verified that you are indeed an expert, which helps build confidence with clients that are hiring you. And then you get also featured on this page itself. So you can see experts on here. From here, we can view their profiles. We can view the projects that have been done. So here's work that Omar has done. Here's the services that Omar is offering. And again, if we decide we want to work with Omar, we can ultimately select get in touch, reach out to him, and kick off a project. The other way that you're able to get connected to jobs on Contra and find new clients is through our job feed. And typically this is something that is invite only and requires a waiting list, but will generally expedite for anyone that is an expert. And so on here, we have hundreds of jobs being posted all the time for a variety of skill sets, but many for graphic design, UI design. And so on here, you'll be able to see jobs that are personalized to you. So in this case, Barbiana is a designer. You can see that she's been matched, handpicked with these jobs around branding design, and then also is able to browse all of the jobs on here. So for example, this job with Wild Dirt, she wants to learn more. We can review the job. We can see more about Wild Dirt and what they are building. We can look at the budget that they are offering us, and ultimately we can apply to the job by explaining to them why we think that we would be a good fit, include our calendar link for easy communication, and then link any projects from our profile. And so this kind of gives you both ways, both by being discovered and by applying to jobs, to be able to earn using Contra as a platform. I'll pause there. Omar, I'm going to go into kind of how you actually apply to be an expert and set up your profile, but any questions or anything you want me to touch on? All right, we'll move to, I'm going to switch my screen.
We'll leave it to the audience, guys. If you do have any questions, drop it in the Q&A section.
Okay. Here, I'm going to then share this other screen. All right. So here is now the question comes, how can you actually become a glorified expert on Contra? And so in order to become a glorified expert, you will ultimately have to create a profile on Contra, which requires a pretty brief onboarding experience. And then I'll walk through how you actually complete your profile. And so you'll complete your profile on Contra. It's all 100% free to sign up. You'll list Glorify as one of your preferred tools. You'll also showcase some projects and services where you're using Glorify. And then on Glorify, you'll have to have the basic pro or business plan and have at least one design published on the Glorify marketplace. And so when you sign up to Contra, the first thing you'll do is create your profile. And we try to make this as easy as possible. So we have an AI generator that allows you to generate suggestions for creating your profile. So we'll say here that I offer can put anything in that describes the work you do. And then our AI will generate for you a one-liner, will generate a bio, will generate suggested projects, and generate services. So the goal of this is to just help the cold start problem of actually giving you some of that. So we can see here, we have different options for my bio. I'm going to select this one. Here, where you see different options for projects. So then we could go ahead and actually add content to this project. When you add and create a project, so you'll want to make sure that you're listing out tools, including Glorify here. So we would add Glorify as a tool, and then you can actually just use our editor to add a project directly and link to your Glorify content, or alternatively, you can link from another project so that you can easily import all of the contents there. So that would be creating a project, and in order to apply, you'll need at least 2 projects, and to complete your profile, you'll need at least 3 projects on your profile. The second piece is creating services. And so services are really showcasing the work that you're willing to do for clients and how you ultimately get paid for it. So here we gave you a recommendation of logo design for tech startups. We can go ahead and add content. So we can say this is for creating graphic design. We can title our service. As mentioned, we want to make sure this is about Glorify. So we would add Glorify as a tool we're using. And then we can add deliverables. So in this case, it would be a logo design. And then we can describe how this works, add any process information, FAQs, example projects that showcase the work, and then select our pricing. And this allows us to tell clients upfront how much we expect them to pay. And ultimately, we'd be able to publish this. So that's services on Contra. You'll be able to track all of your progress directly through this checklist, so you'll know what information you need to have. And then the other pieces here is just making sure that you have Glorify listed as a tool on your profile. So here we can search through tools, select Glorify, and that will list that we have Glorify there. And then we'd want to call out that we are a Glorify expert in our header here. So ultimately, all of these steps will be required to complete your profile. But once your profile is completed, you will then be showcased on our Discover feed. So as I shared before, that enables you to get in front of clients and have clients view your work and get in touch with you to hire you. You'll also be able to get access to our job feed, which I shared before, so that you can apply to jobs that fit your skill set and fit your budget. And so those are really the core requirements to apply to become a Glorify expert. But the value of a platform like Contra is that it's not just simply a place to create a profile and get discovered, but it actually allows you to manage your end-to-end freelance business in one place. And so I did want to walk through how that works. On here, we have 2 options of how you can work with clients. So you can send an invoice. I know many people use tools like bill.com and other tools to send invoices. We have a completely free invoicing tool that allows you to generate an invoice to any client, whether they are on Contra or off of Contra. They can pay you through Contra without creating any sort of account, and your funds will come directly to your wallet on Contra that you can ultimately get paid out from. So in this case, do that. We can add a new project. And so if this is work that we previously did, we can capture all of this, and then we can ultimately send the invoice to the client. The next piece of how you can kick off and work with a client on Contra is by starting a project. And so I want to first go through the wallet because this is a key part of how you actually get paid on Contra. And so here you can see that you can set up a wallet on Contra as an individual or as a business. And then we support several other methods of payments. And so you can use a bank account, you can use a debit card, you can use Payoneer, PayPal, and USDC. These are available depending on the country that you're located in, and the fees from the bank itself will vary based on that, but it's one of the lowest cost ways to get paid out for freelance works on available. And as mentioned before, we're not taking any commission percentage, so everything is being held in your wallet and then you can cash it out at any time. So I will show that other piece. I see we have one question. So while I'm switching my screen around, I will answer that. So around your question of, do I need two separate profiles? The answer is a little bit of an in-between, and I can actually show you how that works right now. It is two separate profiles, but it's all housed within the same account. So you can see here that Barbiana has her independent workspace, and this is where she handles everything around getting paid from her clients and working with clients. She can very easily switch over to her hiring workspace, which is everywhere where she's actually making payments to clients and completing projects with clients. And so it really just requires a short onboarding, but then you can manage everything within a single account. Hope that answers the question. Feel free to ask any follow-ups. So then the other way that you can work with clients on Contra is to actually kick off a project. And so when you're kicking off a project, not only are you establishing a way for them to pay you on Contra, but you're also establishing setting up a contract. So in this case, we'll kick off this project. We can decide how we want to get paid. So if it's someone that we work with regularly, we can get paid in an invoice capacity where the client can just pay us on invoices that we submit on a weekly, biweekly, or monthly basis. We support both fixed payments. So let's say that you're getting paid $1,000 per week, or hourly payments. If, for example, you're only working 10 hours every month, you can submit that here. We also support escrow payments, which is a really great way when you're working with a new client to set up an agreement that makes sure that both of you are kind of safe from anyone ghosting the other. So the way an escrow payment works is that at the beginning of the project, once you agree on the terms, the client would be paid and those funds would actually be held upfront by Contra and released to you at the end of the project once the deliverables are completed. And so that ensures that you make sure you're not going to have a client that does not pay you, and Contra is a platform that's supporting it. And we also support upfront payments with that. So for example, if it's a $1,000 project, you can make sure that upfront you can get paid $500 right off the bat and then have the other $500 released. As part of this, you'll also set a project scope. So we'll go ahead and do this. You can set a scope. And then you can also select a contract. And so Contra supports a standard agreement that will make sure that both the client and the freelancer are protected. So you can actually sign that directly through Contra. So think about using tools like DocuSign. You no longer use that. It combines your invoicing tool with your contract tool, as well as defining the project scope. So here we can review everything here. We can sign directly through Contra, and we can ultimately send this to the client for the client to be able to sign as well and kick off the project. And so this allows you to really manage your end-to-end workflow of projects with clients, both with clients that you find on Contra, but also for clients that are not on Contra. The last thing I'll cover here is once you've done this, again, you can apply to the, excuse me, I'll pull this up. You can apply to Glorify's expert program just by going here and just selecting the apply to be an expert. The Glorify team will be reviewing your profile that you've submitted and making sure that you've hit all the other requirements from that Glorify requires. And then they will ultimately select you as an expert, give you the badge. And again, you will show up on the Glorify experts page as well as be featured in Discover. So I'll pause there, see if there's any questions about Contra, both Contra more broadly or becoming an expert, glorified expert on Contra. Is there a fee to cash out? There is no fee to cash out. Depending on the bank provider that you're using, for example, Payoneer does charge on their side a $3 fee. All of those fees are very visible and transparent, but Stripe, for example, has 0 fees. Any other questions?
So far, that's the only questions we've had. But guys, again, if while we have Allison here, drop your questions. If there's anything that comes to mind, there's the opportunity to ask her anything, of course. Yeah. So, Allison, is there more for you to show, or?
I think that's it. All I'll say is that we're really excited about what we're building at Contra. We really see Contra as the nexus of a platform where you can build and grow your freelance career, as well as the place where people go to kind of build up their freelance skills. And so something about our Discover on Contra is it's really about building your reputation. And so the more work you do on Contra, the more projects you complete, the more recommendations that you receive on Contra, the earnings you have, the higher you'll be able to rank and Discover, and the more likely you will be to connect with clients. And as clients, we see more and more companies, more and more agencies tapping into freelance talent to really power their growth. And so this is a platform that's really enabling that, and a great place for individuals like yourself that are using some of the top creator tools to really be able to monetize and earn from using those tools. And we try to make it as easy and streamlined as possible for you to do that in one place. And so really excited to partner with this team and to grow the Glorify Experts program. Our team is always happy to support. If you have questions on how to build out your profile, if you need some help building out your profile, you can reach us at hello@contra.com. And if you ever have any questions or feedback about the platform, like I said, I lead our product team. And so really think about everything, and I'm taking in feedback all the time. So feel free to email me directly at allison@contra.com. And I think that is it.
Great. Allison, that was super valuable. You gave us a complete walkthrough of the Contra platform in under was it 10 minutes, which is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, also, there's going to be a replay of this webinar. So if you've come in midway, don't worry, there'll be a replay posted out probably mid next week. There's a couple more things I want to cover very quickly. Just before that, let's just put up Allison's email as well. So it's Allison, is that right, Allison? Allison@contra.com, right? Fantastic. Yep. So if for any reason you want to reach out to Allison for some extra support, she's kind enough to drop her email with us. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Allison. I appreciate that. I'm going to put you off stage for a moment, and we're going to cover the opportunity, guys, with Glorify, and essentially, how to become an expert, earn your badge, and also the opportunity of becoming the first 10, right? And we're making this worth your while for you guys to take action and apply as soon as possible, so that you can be featured on our website. We'll get into that in a moment, but to apply is really straightforward. Allison already walked us through the platform. You of course have to create your Contra profile, and you do have to have at least 2 projects in a service. And for us, specifically at Glorify, to earn your expert badge, you would need 2 Glorify-related projects, offer at least 1 Glorify-related service, and contribute at least 1 template to our contribute at least 1 template to our template marketplace. Now, very soon we're changing the name of our template marketplace to community templates. So just in case this goes up after that, it might be also called community templates. Secondly, once you've done all these steps, you can apply for the experts badge. We'll go through your projects and make sure that we've come through all of that and make sure it hits a specific standard. And once you've done that, you earn your expert badge. It's really that simple. From then onwards, you can leverage the Contra platform to seek out clients and get discovered by clients, which is really exciting. And look, this is not just an opportunity for Glorify, of course. You can list yourself as Glorify expert. I know you guys are glorious fans of Glorify, so that's great. But you can also apply to be experts of a whole set of tools that are available and listed on Contra. Actually, just a question, Alison, while you're here, let me just bring you back up on stage. Curious as in the other companies that are out there, be it Figma, Framer. I know Framer has an expert program. Do all of them have an expert program with you guys right now, or is it just a select few tools that have the expert program?
Yeah, we have a growing list of expert programs. We actually have 3 that are launching in the next 4 weeks. We work with Framer, Webflow, Wix Studio, Bubble across low-code, no-code. We work with platforms like Spline and Rive. Replo and Instant are both Shopify sites. Web Studio is another low-code, no-code, and we're constantly adding new platforms to Contra as partners.
Amazing. It's great to hear. And curious as well, all these tools you mentioned so far are, sort of like building, creating, coding tools, right? Curious as well, is there, a potential for people to earn badges on, say, project management tools like ClickUp or Asana? Is that something on your radar?
Yeah, we've chatted with some of those tools as well. We're always expanding the skills that we're supporting on Contra and therefore the tools that we're really focused on. Contra's really started as a design and building focused platform. And so that's where we've really aligned with a lot of the low code, no code tools, as well as the design tools. But we're always kind of interested in expanding our partnership footprint. Framer is actually the oldest partnership we had, and we published a case study about this, but we've generated over $4 million in opportunities for freelancers and Framer experts. So it's something that grows quickly, and we're excited to do a similar thing with Glorify.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Alison. Just to move on to the next bit of this. So just to highlight the benefits, you guys know this, we have an unnurtured ecosystem right now. People are just sort of willy-nilly posting jobs and requests on our communities, but we do know that we have 200 growing businesses on Glorify that require your services to create stunning e-commerce visuals, and we're going to be sending them an email to onboard themselves on Contra to seek you guys out. So these businesses will be getting an email very soon. Perhaps once the summer holidays are over, possibly I would say maybe the second week of September, they'll be receiving this email educating them about the Contra platform, the opportunity to hire talented experts from the Glorify community, vetted experts, right? Of course, we already highlighted that, and Alison has been kind enough to show us the opportunity on Contra itself. Designers earning up to $100,000, $200,000 a year, which is amazing. So the opportunity is there. There's, they've created the ecosystem for us already. It's just about leveraging it. Going to the last card over here, booming design demand. Of course, e-commerce is growing and it's demanding. And we know the statistics online, 26 million e-commerce stores worldwide. And so the opportunity is there, and it's just about us taking advantage of it. Now, something really cool that we thought we'd do for you guys, and this is exclusively for Glorify experts that apply, is that we will offer you guys a 50% lifetime discount. If you are on a current plan, we're happy to give you the normally discounts. Of course, typically when we do offer discounts, it's only applied for new users. But for this, we're going to actually offer it to any experts that apply. So guys, if you want to take advantage of the 50% discount, a lifetime discount, by the way, you apply to the expert program. We want to support you to give the expert program on Contra a kickstart, right? It's a new thing, and of course it won't work without your support. And so we see this in probably this time next year. There's going to be a thriving community where clients are going to be looking for Glorify experts, and there's going to be a whole Rolodex of potential freelancers that are available for these opportunities, right? And so that's the vision. And we want you to take part in this vision. And for that, we want to reward you, those people that take action early and are quick to move forwards on this opportunity. 50% lifetime discount on any of our plans, including the business plan. That's a lot, right? You have 6 users on the business plan, unlimited AI credits. That's a lot. And so last but not least, the cool part is, oh, this is not the correct one. Sorry, guys. This was meant to be, anyway, let me go into my website. The web page will clarify this. We made a change on this earlier, but it, for some reason, didn't get reflected, perhaps because we had me and my colleague working on the same file at the same time. But the 10 experts will the first 10 experts to apply will be featured within this section over here. Of course, right now, these are not real experts. These are mock-ups. Like I said, the program's new, right? And we don't have, there's myself and a couple of people that have joined the expert program so far. And so we want this to, like I said, give it a kickstart. And to reward those early comers, those pioneers to the program, we will feature you guys right here on the top fold of the dedicated Glorify expert page. You guys know we get approximately 50,000 hits on our website month over month, and that varies month to month. Sometimes we get up to 80,000, depending on when we run a campaign. And so you are the top of mind for these people seeking out your services, right? You can leverage that opportunity, and that's free traffic to your listings and to your services. And so act on this, guys, right? Next up, let's go ahead back to my slides. And yeah, that's it. Guys, that's it for today. Yes, Ben Anthony, I did say that correctly. It is 50% discount. It's a 50% discount. Rezwan, it's so good to see you, man. Appreciate that you've joined the webinar. And let me just quickly hide my screen. And guys, one more round of questions. If not, we are going to close the session. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat. We'll probably wait another minute or so before we conclude. Yeah, so we have a section for funnel builder. Okay, so let me just answer the Glorify related questions. Will I have a section for funnel builder or funnel designers? Actually, I have to ask Alison. Firstly, on Glorify's site, we could section off maybe categories of freelancers that showcase a specific expertise. Maybe some of you guys are great at creating ebooks, and some of you guys are great at creating product images and product galleries for Amazon, and we can do this on our website. Now, the question is from Alison. Let's just bring her back on stage. Alison, do you think freelancers can be filtered through for specific things that they're good at with Glorify?
Yeah, so we don't support like specific skill tagging in that way, but the best way to do it is really to highlight it in your project titles and in your one-liner that you have on your profile. This is places that people look to see, get the high-level idea of the type of work that you do. And so you can showcase it in the project title, and then in the project have more details around it. And as long as everything's tagged with Glorify, clients will be able to look through that and find it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alison. And a couple more questions on Glorify, and then we'll conclude. So yeah, let me go to the start section. Slightly off topic. Yeah, to do with Arc Browser, I'm aware that Arc Browser overrides shortcuts, and we are actually looking at a solution to kind of work in unison with Arc Browser to yeah, make it a bit more intuitive in that sense. So thanks for the question, Max. Yeah, that is it, I think. Great. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining the webinar. And yeah, this will be circulated very soon. Like I said, midweek next week, if you did join in later. But guys, jump on this opportunity while it's there. We are going to try to kind of, push everyone to be, I mean, look, 10 slots is not a lot, right? To be the first 10 to be featured on there, to get the 50% discount. And so just to drive people to take action, we're going to keep this offer live till Monday. And so you guys, we'd love to see you guys take action before Monday. Others we will take the offer off. And yeah, first come, first serve, right? So yeah, make sure you jump on it. And yeah, really excited to see this program move forwards. A huge thank you to Alison. Thank you, Alison, for your time. Really appreciate it. It's been awesome. Take care, guys. Bye.